Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports. It's a pleasure to have you live at a charge. A little countdown to green action here, presented by Lunatic Designs. We are getting ready for a crown jewel race in the Chopp'N It Up podcast GT3 series for the Chop Racing League. And I tell you what, we are running one of the premier racing surfaces, home of the 24, home of Hold on just a second, folks. Got to make a change. Couldn't mute iRacing for some reason. All right. Qualifying underway. They're going to finish up the last 2 minutes. They had a 15-minute qualify session. Thank you for everybody being out there. Again, apologies about just the quick early issues right there. We don't like to see that happen, and I don't like to see it happen. And I love listening to Stryker, but it is what it is. I did change up a few things on the side. You're going to see the more traditional ticker that I see. The ticker has been really small, and I wanted to make sure that we put up a good ticker for you, so that way I can read it, you can read it, and be able to do it. So, but we love to see it. So I went with a traditional ticker that we see kind of on the NASCAR side of things, but it, try to base it back down and make it look as good as it can for what we have. And good to see you all out there. Thank you to everybody who just pretty much just went and smashed some follow buttons. Thank you, Mr. Jorgensen Jr. Pereira. Thank you very much for the like on the stream. Bilal back out there again. Thank you very much for the like on the stream as well. Budgie, thank you for being out there. Bollinger says Trading Paints is down. I heard a rumor about that. I've been working all day, so we're going to see how this one fares out. Here's your race information for today's race. We're going to run 8.42 miles on the Circuit des 24 Hours du Mans, the Le Mans track, as it would be. Wesley having an issue there, it looks like. 8.42 mile length track temperature at the time of qualifying 69 degrees. We're going to see this thing go into the nighttime, and we'll do as good a coverage as we can up until the point the lights go on. 90 minutes here for the crown jewel race, the second crown jewel race of the Chopp'N It Up GT3 series. They have one fast repair, 3 sets of tires, and there's going to be a whole lot to be said for this racetrack. It is an absolute banger of a racetrack. Cloudy skies, 7-mile-an-hour wind, shouldn't be too much of a factor. And I don't see any rain in the forecast, I don't believe. So we should be able to just kind of run away. It'll be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what we do. I want to thank Chopp'N It Up Podcast. You can find them on YouTube. There's links in the description to be able to do so. You can find Chop Shop on YouTube by searching _TV. And that's where you can see, you can watch all the videos of the Chopp'N It Up podcast, or you could go to the Chop Shop or the Chopp'N It Up podcast on Spotify. You can subscribe to their channel out there as well. It's going to be a blast. This is going to be a good racetrack. I like it. Starting grid for tonight's race, Mr. Caffrey is going to be your pole sitter here for the Circuit des Le Mans. We're going to see Colby Hartung, your outside pole sitter. Theodore, Anthony Crowder, we're going to make it row number 2. Jerry Culver, Nathan Pickard are going to be out there. Row number 3, David Steiner, Tyler Hammond. And row number 4, Wesley Straight, Brian Rayburn. Row number 5, Pat Green and Michael Strickland there in row number 6. And that we'll see Robert Church, tail to the field. Mr. Church is going to be there in row number 7, as we see a lot happening there. And you can check out Chop Shop Racing by going to the Discord as well. But you just put the link out there, discord.gg/Chop Shop Racing. I want to thank all the partners of Chop Shop Racing, including, of course, the Chopp'N It Up podcast, and then Chop Shop themselves. Of course, we have PRS Setups, Stay Tuned Sports, Thompson Racing, Admin Box, Bala Status, B&B Music, just Geomax, just everybody that's involved with Chop Shop. They've all been great to keep everybody kind of rolling, right? And without their support of their sponsors, you couldn't check them out. So make sure that you do show some love and support for all of that. We do have a drive cam tonight. It's going to be Mr. Church. Old Churchy ready to rock and roll. He's going to be out there with the Hoosier tires. He's got everything going. Let's go Striker. All the Chop drivers love to see it. Churchy's ready to go. And we'd love to see it. Love to see the driver cams. Thank you, sir, for putting up your driver cam. We got it in early, and we were able to make that happen and have some fun with it. So we thank him very much. I think that's the only driver cam. Yeah, only driver cam. The French track. It is 24 hours of Le Mans. It is out of Le Mans, France. First race here, it was in 1923. First WEC race here was in 2012. And they have currently been running every single year. This race, of course, is traditionally 24 hours. We're going to see about 4-minute lap times. That's pretty massive. It's pretty massive, and it's a long tow to be able to get yourself back to pit road. So you want to try to maximize everything that you can and do everything that you would normally see be the traditional run-in. And I'm going to tell you, there's so much about this racetrack that is just fantastic. Through the Porsche curves right now, and then into the Corvette curves. That's where we're going to see a lot of these drivers. The Ford chicanes are going to be right before the start-finish line, but the Corvette curves are right about here. And just a massive, massive racetrack. A bus stop in the middle of the that's gonna be that huge back straightaway. There's 2 chicanes there. The Mulsanne's gonna be up. Is gonna be part of the technical turn that we're gonna see, but a lot of speed, and anything with downforce here is gonna be massive. So we'll see this racetrack do its deal. What's up? There's the Eagle. He's ready to come in and say hello. All right, folks. I hear some aircraft taking off on the circuit here. We got a few cars with their headlights on, a few cars without their headlights on, and we'll see how this is going to fare out for all the drivers. Mr. Caffrey ready to go, and you hear the horns. They're going. They're green for an hour and a half. Hey. Hartung, early stretch as they get up through the Dunlop chicane. Oh, drivers turn around backwards. Anthony Kreiner, one of those drivers, has to back up, get himself back rolling forward. Colby Hartung up through the chicanes. Up through the S's. And then they're going to be making a short straight for the right-hander. Storm Racing on board. The Tetre Rogue is going to be the right-hander here. And then one of the longest straightaways you're going to see. Actually, it's less of a straightaway and more of just a high-speed section. Michael Caffrey onto the back bumper. Going to shoot to the inside down the high-speed section. They've got about a mile or so here to drag race. Caffrey trying to close the 10. It's going to slide up in front. Enter the braking zone. They go into the first chicane. In the Huradiers chicane, comfortable now, and more of the high-speed section. Big Art back here in fourth. It's going to be up 2 early. Jerry Culver is going to be in 5th. Tyler Hammond in 6th, up 2. Crownover trying to bring up the tail end of the field here. Has Stryker just ahead of him. The next chicane is going to be the left-hand chicane. And I do believe Hartung will have the inside. He's going to be able to take the advantage here as they work. Tires across the green is good. If you put the car all the way to the right side of the green, if you put 4 tires on the green, that's going to be an off track. That's a lot of time to be able to give it up here, especially when these drivers are bumper to bumper currently. RB, thank you for the like, sir. Hartung try to break up the draft just a little bit as they get into the Mulsanne turn all the way down into the next sweeping straightaway that you're going to see here. Again, 8.42 mile length racing surface. Speed is the concern here. Mustangs have the straightaway speed. The McLarens try to do exactly what they need to do. Tyler Hammond and Corvette rolling. The McLaren on board right now as they set up for the Indianapolis Arnage. Caffrey clears in. Early braking zone. The Indianapolis turn now to the Arnage. It's going to be the right-hander you're going to see coming up right about now. Length of the layout, again, 8.4667 miles, 13.626 kilometers. As the Porsche curves get ready to be set up for these two. Caffrey all the way on the outside. Trying to set up for the Porsche curves outside. Looking in, maybe a crossover here. Try to make it happen again. Colby Hartung. We have yet to complete a lap. Pretty awesome. Just going to say. Heavy braking for Colby Hartung. Trying to set himself up for the Corvette curves and then into the Ford chicanes. Onto the front straightaway. That's where pit road entry is going to be as well. And if they need to come to pit road, they're going to need every bit of it. Pit road entry is off to the right. Now up into the Ford chicanes. And just like that, we've completed a lap. How about it? Top 6. All within striking distance. How about David Steiner back here? Michael Caffrey keeping it close to Colby Hartung. Theodore Cito is going to be right there with Nathan Bigart. All the drivers are rolling. Mustang, McLaren. And first driver working the Corvette Fun Fest is going to be right there, Tyler Hammond. Jerry Culver's running an Audi. He's going to see the inside soaked up by Pat Green. Pat Green driving the Mustang this week. Storm Racing again. Brian Rayburn out there on the Porsche. Anthony Crownover has made up a spot or two since that spin out early. And Crownover driving, of course, the Ferrari. Michael Strickland driving a Corvette. Wesley Strait in the Mustang. Mr. Church, he's back out there. He's in a Corvette as well. Now, if drivers' paints are missing, it's only because of what's going on with trading paints. So we'll re-download the paints one more time and make sure everybody is good to go. 1 hour, 24 minutes left. And this is the show. High speed section. Into the left-hand chicane. Caffrey able to clear out. Oh, here comes Big Art. David Steiner's closed in as well. Steiner all over the back bumper of Big Art here. Colby Hartung trying to do what he can. Hartung trying to hold on to what he has. Thane's working. Big Art searching the outside. David Steiner rolling. This group still able to close in. How about Pat Green and Jerry Culver? They've got a close little battle happening there. 32 seconds back is going to be Mr. Church, but Churchy is got time. Got a lot of time. He is fine. David Steiner off the corner. Big Art off as well. See Tyler Hammond giving the old, hey, how are you doing? Right there to the driver. How about it? Let's give him a little love. A little bit of the onboard racing cams. Everybody holding on. David Steiner's going to be back to fourth here after Bigart gets around he and Colby Hartung. And that happened while we were trying to make some things go. This is going to be the right-hander chicane. 3 wide. Into the corner. Double breakout here as Bigart tries to make the pass on both. Steiner, very good right behind, but these drivers try to keep it close. Caffrey, a 1.2 second lead over these three. David Steiner looking to the inside. These cars pretty much peg out right there at that 173 mark, and that's some of the hard pressing racing you're going to see. They get into the high speed zones. It's going to be all about the rest of the drivers trying to make something happen. Tyler Hammond, Theodore Seidl's going to be right behind off 3, and that's 6th spot. I want to thank you to all of our sponsors. Muscarella Motorsports, he's on there right now. Exclamation point Muscarella Motorsports, or exclamation point Musk, sorry. We'll take you right there to all of their fantastic link and all their merch and everything that's happened there. David Steiner trying to have a battle here. Hartung doing a great job of defending, but the gap from Caffrey to Bigart now has closed down. Bigart trying to put himself in a positive situation, but I'm telling you, the top 6 drivers still within closing distance. That's 5 seconds. That's what it shows. Here comes Pat Green. He gets a little bit of clearance here. Jerry Culver driving the Acura. And he's doing well enough. Anthony Cronover up to 9th. 406, his last lap. Needs to be running 402s if he wants to get any more spots. I mean, he does have Jerry Culver just ahead of him. Yeah, Jerry's last lap, 408.52. Stryker just ran a 409.25. He's got Brian Rayburn of the Porsche just behind him. Pat Green having it off track. He is on the bottom side of the racetrack. He's going to wait to flip it around. He's going to be able to do so. Churchy having an issue. Hold on, Church. Church is backwards on the racetrack as well. Wesley Strait coming around. 32 seconds. Try to make it happen. Rayburn. It's around Pat Green. Pat Green, significant nose damage on the front of that car. He won't even have headlights. I've never noticed if that was an actual thing on the racetrack or not, if they are going to be able to have those situations. That's a big track, folks. Caffrey trying to hold off Bigart. Bigart just ran a 3:58.66. 1 hour, 17 minutes to go. A lot of spray going on. Pat Green coming up pit road's going to need that fast repair. Green coming down. Needs to keep himself on the limiter. Take that fast repair. Get his first set in. As Bigart will make the pass on Caffrey here, or try to make the pass on Caffrey. Hartung getting a big shot from David Steiner back there. And Hartung has the straightaway down for us. Bigart trying to outrun the drivers here. The acceleration from these drivers are insane. Hartung on the straightaway zone is going to be very tough to pass. And David Steiner is all over his tuchus. Steiner setting up for the left-hander here. Will take over third for the back half of this racetrack. Or sorry, the front half of this racetrack, not the back half. Front half of the racetrack. Up in the high-speed section, there is Michael Caffrey, still under the back bumper. Wesley Strait having an issue. He's going to be back here trying to make some things happen. Car looks okay. A little bit of nose damage, but looks to be fine nonetheless. Churchy has been able to hold on to his car. His vet is looking fantastic. Pat Green doing well enough as well. Ryan Rayburn making it happen. Come on, Rayburn. Bigard, fastest lap of the race, 3:58.66. Caffrey keeping it close. Steiner keeping it close as well. Tyler Hammond actually picking up some pace here as well. 2.07, the downforce of the Corvette. Pretty fantastic here. We'll see if he can make up any ground into any of these forms of corners. Theodore is dropping off pace just a little bit, but he's doing well enough. Jerry Culver in 7th. Sees Anthony, sees Anthony Crownover just behind him. We're going to throw this bad boy on where the racing's at. Half second of the gap. David Steiner trying to close in. Caffrey just ahead of his teammate. Colby, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Folks, I Facebook sent me a notification earlier to share something out with you, so I did. And that something was our success story, I guess. I'm not quite sure. It was something they said over the last 90 days. I'll have to look at it again. Where's it at? Where did I do it? I posted a bunch of stuff after that, so, you know, if you didn't see it, it's because I posted everything. Had me share, I gained 17,985 followers, created 189 posts, and received 1,805 reactions in the past 90 days. Thank you for your continued support. I could not have done it without you. And I firmly believe that. So if you see that post out there on Facebook, go give it some love. And thank you very much to everybody for being out there, making us just that. You guys keep making us cooler. Bogart ran a 3:57.49. David Steiner ran a 3:57.91. He gets a red his teammate. Caffrey, 3:58.48, his fastest lap. Colby Hartung, 4:01.33. Tyler Hammond closed in a ton of time there to Colby Hartung. About 1.9. Striker off track. Into the dirt section here. Just past the front straightaway. Right now, he's going to have Ryan Rayburn playing catch-up to him. I like the Porsche. I'm glad to see the Porsche running. Now, the Porsche may not have all the bells and whistles that some of the other courses do, but I like driving it, so that's my preferred racing vehicle of choice. Now, I love the Lamborghini on this racetrack. I love the Lamborghini altogether, but I can't drive it. I can drive the Porsche. It's probably a beginner-friendly one. That's probably why I like it. Bigard to David Steiner. These two trying to keep each other honest here. 1:11 the time as the 63 tails to the back bumper of the 01. Caffrey's going to be in third. Hartung, little wiggle out of him there as they cross I don't know if it's the hardest turn, but it's the one that has the kind of the most character. Super high-speed zone, super high-speed racing. Massive undertaking, right? Let's go, Culver from Static. Much love to you. Appreciate everybody. Thank you to everybody out there watching. Thank you to Budgie for being out there, giving me all the support and love. We appreciate you, dear. And we appreciate Churchy for running the Chop Shop Racing driver cam. Chop Shop Racing is a drive cam sponsor. And we love every stinking minute of it. Even though he's got some nose damage, still looking pretty darn fantastic out there. Hour and a half at this racetrack. You got to remember, a lot of these drivers, they consider this a stint, right? David Steiner trying to make the battle Great John. Anthony Cronover does get around Jerry Culver. So Jerry's going to be in tow. Let's see if Jerry can get into the corner a little bit differently here. Check it on Trading Paints one more time here. Hey, Trading Paints is working again. Maybe. Says it's all up to date. No, it's not. It's downloading right now. So we might see some paint changes here. Big R to over. David Steiner. Michael Caffrey. Kobe Hartong. Tyler Hammond up 3. Let's do the thing. If you are all interested, here on Sunday, our Sunday Fun Day race is going to be coming up very soon. It is something we do every single Sunday. Hopefully the cars, there it is. Hopefully the cars updated. It says Churchy should be running his Commando one or Camel one. Normally he runs a Camel one. Wesley Straight has his on. Pat Green has his on. Rayburn, I think that's what Rayburn, I don't know. I know what Stryker's running. He's running the Rays machine, which we like. It's very purple. Little Pirelli on board. So our Sunday Fun Day race this week, Jerry Culver having an issue in the middle of the front portion of this racetrack. Excuse me, in the Dunlop chicane up through the S as he goes. Should be better now. What I will say is the Martinsville race that's going to be this Sunday is going to be like a demo derby. Well, I say that. We don't want it to be a demo derby. We're just going to turn damage off and let people race. First to race, no cautions, no damage, just drive. I think we're going to be running the mini stocks. I don't know. I'm probably going to be slow at that as well. Oh, man. All right, we're going to throw it on exciting for just a few moments. Take your chance to hydrate, folks. The battle is on as Michael Caffrey trying to close in the 0.6 of a second difference here. Clean air important. And right now, that's how it looks. our trading paints. Yeah, I like the communication out there, Static, with these drivers. My trading paints just started working. I don't know why it started working. It just did. And, I double-checked things and made sure it was going to go. Colby Hartung, Tyler Hammond playing around, it looks like there a little bit. I'm not quite sure. Michael Caffrey just ahead of him. Holding on to third. You'll see Wesley Strait just behind him. Excuse me. Wesley Strait in 13th is currently 1 lap down. David Steiner pulls 2.23 ahead of Nathan Bigart. Stryker had an off track just a little while ago. The racing's just good. So far, so good for Le Mans, as the track is starting to illuminate differently. You're going to start seeing it a little bit brighter as the sun continues to set. The cloud cover starting to show up, and then this race should finish somewhere in the dark. It does look like, as far as the way that goes. It's massive. My chat box is really low for everybody, so let's put it there. Let's move the sponsors there. A little bit more high. There we go. Always adjusting, folks. Always adjusting. Let's check it through the field. Tyler Hammond sits in 5th. Theodore's going to be back in 6th here. He is his last lap was his fastest lap, 4:02.10. Anthony Crownover just ran a 4:01.50. So he is playing catch up right now, but that's about 50 seconds to try to catch back up here. 2 seconds the gap between these two. Nathan Bigart in second, again Caffrey in third. We'll see Colby Hartung just behind Wesley Strait pushing on his last lap, 4:12.93. Churchy at 4:26.58. And Brian Rayburn, 4:12.11. Pat Green just ran his fastest lap of the race. He just ran a 4:03.81. Stryker 4:06.22, but he's right behind Jerry Culver, who ran a 4:12.27. I don't know how I got so lucky, but I got lucky enough. Theodore's getting a little bit faster. Now, the track temperature was already cold. Crownover off track into the dirt pit here. Just trying to hold on. Gives up the time. He's good. It was the Indianapolis Arnage. That was that Sam Trappitz over there. He's playing a little bit extra golf. So he's got about 29 seconds. He's going to have to make up 57 seconds to the race leader. 1.9 the gap as David Steiner leads here. Wesley Strait having an off track as well. And they're fine. Everybody's fine. Everybody holding on. Tried a couple of different themes here. See what's going to shake and bake for everybody. Not sure I like that one. That one's not bad. But I like the black track map. I like that. This is Super Formula. Square. The rounded. The IRX, which I've always liked, and the IRX red again. Yeah. They're all good. They're all stinking good. Under an hour to go. 1.4 the gap. Crownover to pit road. He's going to come in and get the car worked on just a touch. He'll hit his pit box somewhere around here. Yep. There he is. Takes the fast repair. Might as well take fuel and tires if you can. Steiner just ran his fastest lap of the race, 3:57.53. Bigart has closed in the gap here just a touch. Michael Caffrey in third. Pulls away from Colby Hartung, who ran his fastest lap of the race, 3:59.47. Tyler Hammond, 3:59.58, his fastest lap of the race. The 12 of Theodore here, he's going to be trying to close in any portion of this gap, 13.5 back from Tyler Hammond. The relative shows you 6 seconds between he and Wesley Strait, and the battle for 6th is on. Jerry Culver, 53.5 back. Jerry Culver getting a little faster each lap. So he's figuring this racetrack out as he goes. The car sounds different. And the difference between Jerry Culver's car and Stryker's car. Here. I don't have the camera set up for the Acura. Let's see if we can do something about that. Let's see if we can do. We're going to do something about that right now. Yep. There we go. A little behind the scenes there for you folks. Stryker's right there. Looking at that rear view mirror. The onboard display. Just the sound difference between these two cars is unreal. It was Steiner to pit road. He's going to take his first of 2 pit stops, I would think. That's all they're going to need. They have 3 sets of tires total. Bigard 14.5 over Caffrey. 14.25, sorry. Bigard just ran at 356.32. Hartung 358.56. And so you really just want to fill this thing up with fuel and go. Church having it off track. Hopefully he's going to be able to get rolling. He's waiting for whoever is ahead of him. It's David Steiner. Hopefully he's going to be able to get going. Thank you, Budgie. Appreciate you, dear. Appreciate everybody being out there. Thank you to you all. Where's the Powder Puff race this weekend? The Bristol Championship race for our season 2. And that'll be the final race of this season, and they'll take a break until the fall when the Powder Puff race will come back. We will be changing up to Saturdays. We'll be doing a whole bunch of stuff here pretty soon. So Powder Puff race is going to be. Then tomorrow we have the first of 2 races for the championship for the Chop Chop Racing Truck Series. Wednesday we have the Sim 500 Xfinity Series. They're going to be going to Texas, so that'll be fun. And then from there we'll go to Thursday night, little Dirt Series action for Lima Land. And then after Lima Land on Friday, we're going to take the night off because Chop Shop is not racing on Fridays. Then Saturday, the playoffs begin for... We have a championship race for the Powder Puff Series, and then the playoffs begin for the Chop Shop Racing Xfinity Series. Sunday, we have the Martinsville Derby, which is going to be our Sunday Fun Day race. That'll be a whole bunch of, well, a whole bunch of everything. A whole bunch of no damage, no cautions, just green flag racing. To finish with 200 laps. Whatever. If it's the 400, it'll be like 130, 150 laps, whatever the case may be. But we're going to run Martinsville. And then Sunday night, we have the AMP Racing Cup Series Championship race at Homestead Miami Speedway. I'm looking forward to that one as well. And all these dang old folks are, I mean, we're getting to the point of just racing happening. Rayburn having it off track. He holds on to what he has. He's at 11th, Wesley straight jump on a pit road. He has got no front bumper. What happened to Wesley? Oh, just carried too much into the corner. Oh, no. The guard 16.3. David Steiner came to pit road. His last lap for 297. He is in 6th right now. He's one of the first takers on pit road. Anthony Crownover came out on 8. They've completed 9 laps. And completed 10 laps working on the next one. Stryker having it off track. Jerry Culver, battle of attrition, just needs to keep it clean. A massive undertaking for the drivers. Steiner completes his pit lap 109. Would be the case. Yeah, we've ran our course with the Powder Puff race for the time being. We'll see what'll become of it this fall, and maybe try to do something different, or maybe we do a pro-am kind of thing. That's what I was thinking about doing a pro-am, where you have your driver and yourself get in and alternate weeks. Do something like that. I don't know. I still want to get the kids out there racing because I think it's cool. Churchy in a pit lane. And some of the paints may not be even loaded in right now. So I'm seeing several of the paints, but like Church's Corvette paint that he's been running is not loaded in. So I don't know if that's the same paint that he was running before or a different paint. So, you know, these things do happen. Man, oh man. So yeah, Powder Puff race running at Bristol. Got to be 1,000 I rating, or your kid or your spouse or somebody who's not raced on the platform before. Get out there, have some fun. Hartong 2.8 back from Caffrey. Caffrey 17 seconds. Big Art's last lap 3:56.55. Caffrey 3:58.83. Steiner pushing out. We'll see what he's got going on. 110 the gap. His last lap 4:07.95. And now the light's starting to shine on this racetrack. We're 45 minutes to go. And nighttime has started to set in. Big Art wheel hops there. Trying to get every edge that he can get. Last lap, 3:56.62. His fall off is almost non-existent here. These tires seem to not lose anything out of it, which is good. It's good for the drivers. It means they can push a little bit harder as the tires wear in. New tires might be just hard to drive. Last lap for David Steiner, 5:01.35. We'll see what he can do here. He's closing in just a little bit. Theodore ran a 4:03.53. Tyler Hammond, a 4-minute flat. Tyler, 32.5 seconds back. 32.3 seconds back from Nathan Bigart. Gets through the S's quite nicely here. Bigart in one of the uphill sections is going to get into that first chicane, the right-hand chicane. Onto the back portion of this racetrack, the Hondaris. Unadiris. I wish I spoke French. You know, I took Spanish in high school and college. I didn't take any French. Should have taken French. I know to cook French dishes, but still can't pronounce them to this day. All right, the track's getting dark. Everybody, hold on to your butts. Mr. Raker, thank you for the like, sir. Oh, man. Nice and easy. At least the cloud cover is going to be able to make this a little bit easier to see for some of these drivers. But let's go from Budgie. David Steiner, 3:59.03. Getting a little bit faster still. About 3 seconds off the pace of Nathan Bigard. Caffrey, 3:58.04 his last time by. He gets up into the Mulsaney. Makes the sharp right-hander. Colby Hartong trying to close in the 4.3 second gap. A little bit of gravel back here being thrown. Now the camera back here is not so bad. Oh, we got a raid coming in. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope your stream was well. What's up, Bollinger? I hope you had a good stream. Glad to see you. I hope your stream went well. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Jason. This is Signature eSports, and this is your platform for sim racing. We do call a lot of iRacing. We do a lot of gaming. We do love to see it all. You were... It was hard without Trading Paints. Trading Paints is, it's fine. Trading Paints is going to be, it's just Trading Paints. It will happen. They'll go down from time to time. We are hard into the nighttime here. Thank you for the raid, sir. Thank you for bringing everybody in. I appreciate you. Folks, we're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. If you haven't done so, reach out to that like button for me. It goes a long way to support what we do, and we continuously try to do more to make racing great again. Yeah. Nice and easy. We've got this thing turned on exciting. We're just kind of waiting for this thing to find its find the next the next time. Steiner 113 back. He's already been to pit road once. And we'll see if the drivers are going to split this in half, because Big Art already has a full tank of fuel, so he's halfway through this race already. So might split this into one. We'll see. David Steiner 119.18. He might be saving here. I was thinking that they might decide to take 2 pit stops on this racetrack, but not the case. Looks like these cars are getting a lot more fuel than I thought. I thought it was about 40 minutes of racing. So maybe considering, just the racetrack, the length of the racetrack. You don't want to run out of fuel on the back straightaway and have any issues. So we'll see. Caffrey into the first of the two chicanes. Onto the back of the Vinod Aries. Kobe Hartung not far off as well. 25 seconds the gap between first and second. Tyler Hammond is going to be in fourth. Theodore in fifth. David Steiner in sixth. Michael Strickland up 5. He is your hard charger right now. For the driver starting back is going to be there. Budgie, thank you for the gifted sub to the iRacing Network. Appreciate you. 107 total. I thought you already given 107. Maybe it was 106 before. Oh, 108. And a Pats fan. 2 gifted subs. Thank you, dear. To the Pats fan, to the VBR Racing Network, to Bollinger. He's the one that calls our race on Sunday on my platform for me. He's deserving. Hey, Mike, I don't know if you saw the Discord about what's going to happen with Martinsville this next week. But be prepared to see a lot of artifacts. It might blink. It might blink a little. We've got no damage, no cautions, no black flags. You know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun. 21 seconds to gap. Big Art out front. David Steiner's last lap, 3:58.74. Jerry Culver just ran his fastest lap of the race, actually. It's 4:06.46, so he's getting faster every single lap. You're not ready? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be good. Thank you, Budgie, for the gifted sub. Le Mans. Big Art to pit road. It was a matter of time. I love the horns. Instead of giving you the beep to come on pit road, there's a big horn. Caffrey coming to pit road. Colby Hartung is going to be coming to pit road as well. Tyler Hammond coming up and around. We'll see what Big Art does. He's going to have a long way around here. He's going to need a lot of fuel. Well, not a lot, but enough to make the end of this race. Steiner was 115 back. And he's up through the Porsche curves. He's going to need a little bit of gap. Caffrey into pit road. Big Art taking a full pit stop. Needs it. 31-second pit stop. It's a long pit stop. David Steiner had a 40.88 second pit stop. So he's put a little extra time on pit road. And now will be the closest he's been since the pit stops as Big Art leaves pit road. He's going to have the lead here. Will not have to worry about anything. He's through the Dunlop curve, up through the Dunlop chicane, and into the S's. As Steiner will go to second. Will be up to speed over Caffrey. Steiner 20.5 seconds back. Big Art commanding the racetrack. He and Steiner had a great race going. When Steiner came to pit road, that extra time hurt the car just a little bit. Caffrey 1.7 back. Going to have the fresher tires. Taking a full pit stop. Colby Hartung, 33 seconds on pit road. Theodore taking a full pit stop as well. Tyler Hammond through the Dunlop section himself into the S's. will be working. Crown over into pit road behind Michael Strickland. David Steiner up 5th. Up 5 as well as Nathan Bigart. Caffrey just behind off 2. He was your pole sitter. All the things. Churchy on pit road. A little extra taken care of. Here's our driver Cam. It's just as dark for him as it is for us, folks. He's just waiting. He's waiting. I'm waiting for him. Come on, Churchy. All the things. All right, let's throw this thing on exciting. 35. Well, the most exciting things happening on pit road. Caffrey in 3rd. Battle between teammates. 2 McLarens. 3 McLarens make up the. We got McLarens for the top 3. Followed by a Mustang and a Corvette. Tyler Hammond, 13.9 back, has gotten faster over the course of the race. Of course, this last lap was his pit end lap, so we'll see how that's going to fare out for him with the new set of tires. Fortune for Budgie. The heart has its reasons for which the reasons does not know. Yep. That's a good one. That is a good one. I'm going to put mine on YouTube. We'll see what YouTube says. Bam. My fortune is says you will always be successful in your professional career. How awesome. Sweet. If you're out there on Twitch and YouTube, you can utilize the same commands and have some fun with it. You can roll odd or even. You flip a coin. You know, cool things. Brian Rayburn just ahead. He's in 11th. He's only a lap down. Jerry Culver, 319. He is through the Dunlap section and through the S as he goes. Everybody holding on, doing what they can. The Rogue, it's going to be the right-hander here. And then on to the Rodaris. Diris. Now, it's like Audi Aries. Audi Iris. Audi Iris. Wingardium Leviosa. Hold on, now I've got to, hold on. Got to go to Google Translate. Uno dier. Uno dier. That's what it is. Okay. You know, I'm probably too. It landed on heads. Yeah. Thank you for flipping a coin, Budgie. You win a big thumbs up. Thank you, dear. You're amazing. Yeah. All right, Jerry Culver working hard for his money. There's Colby Hartung in 4th. So these drivers continue to press on and press with it. We're going to be 31 minutes away. Folks, take out your your water glasses or whatever it would be, and make sure that give yourself a little bit of love. Big Art, last lap 4:49.66 was his pit lap. David Steiner ran a 3:59.21. Gonna need a lot more time. It's gonna need some fast laps here. Of course, Big Art with a chance to make some things work as they go. Yes, I have Baby Yoda. That is one of them. Opportunity knocking. All right, everybody hydrate. You guys take care of it. We're going to take a hydrate break ourselves. I'm going to go check on the little miss. She had the day off from school today. I need to check on her real quick and check on Jess. We'll be right back. Striker got hot in the corner here. I had to take a look. It's such a technical portion of the racetrack. You go so fast, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, those things can happen. So that's right there on the by the front stretch chicane. So he should be good to go. All right, we're good to go. They're doing the thing. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. Trying to make things a little bit bigger for everybody because I forgot the tower goes to go instead of utilizing the rest of the time. So apologies about that. We're going to keep on with this one for just a moment. We'll say Jerry Culver and Michael Strickland putting on a show here. This is the battle for ninth. And Jerry Culver is caught up to Stryker quick, fast, in a hurry. His last lap of almost a second and a quarter faster than Strickland. As they come around, they do match lap times this time by, but he's getting a little bit faster as it would be. Nathan Bigart looking to almost put him a lap down. Churchy jumping to pit road. He is going to be on getting that thing worked on. A lot to be said, a lot happening here. And we appreciate them all. She is. She is, Budgie. She's coming down with something. That's what she just, it's just the weather change. David Steiner, 4 minutes flat his last lap. Caffrey a touch faster, 3:59.07. Nathan Bigart ran at 3:57.22 his last time by. Got a little bit of traffic there with him. Jerry Culver just ahead. 3:52 as it would be into the first chicane. Into the Hyundai's corner. And David Steiner trying to hold on. He's got a good battle going on with his compadre in arms. There is Strickland. How about the 90? We'll check on Pat Green. He is trying to track down Anthony Crownover. Crownover in the 5.5 just ahead. The track has gotten dark, folks. If you've got a brightness, if you're watching on a mobile device, turn your brightness up. It's still tough to see. But it is that is the form of this racing. It is a part of the deal. Here's what the drivers see coming around this racetrack. We're going to go on the cockpit view here. Makes it difficult. Here it is. Lap time slowing significantly. Theodore trying to get going. He had just had an off track. Crownover trying to catch up that full minute to him. Pat Green having an off track behind. So difficult to see on this racing surface. Same concept, Big Art. A little bit easier with the Sunset Skies just behind. Ooh, enter the braking zone. We'll have to try to overtake Jerry Culver here. Out of the Indianapolis corners, we're going to get into the Porsche section of this racetrack. Going to try the overtake on the inside. Oh, he just sent Jerry. Oh, it was so much net code, it wasn't even funny. Oh. It was net code, but still not where you should overtake somebody who's managing the track. 25-second lead, almost a 26-second lead. Could have been avoidable. So Jerry Culver has got a very tore up race car here. He's got to come to pit road. His Acura is good. I think he still has his fast repair, so hopefully he'll be able to get that and get it taken care of. Stryker's going to pull. He had a good battle going on with Strickland there. And now we'll see that one fall away from him. Brian Rayburn, comfortable where he's at. So far, so good. Pat Green, the next one. Jerry Culver is Going to get the fast repairs. Going to be able to leave pit road and go and try to track down Michael Strickland now. John, thank you for the like, sir. How you doing, How you doing, John? Are you feeling better? I think whatever you had, you gave it to Cody. Verbal, sir. Verbal. No. I hope you feel better. They're rolling. David Steiner in second. Michael Caffrey's in third. I think it's all seasonal related for Cody. I don't think it's anything outside of that. That is Mr. Hammond out there. We love it. We appreciate you. The guy behind the scenes making all this work out and make it happen. 26 seconds the gap between Bogart and Steiner. Caffrey. Hold on, that 3-second gap between he and his teammate. Try to close down again. But 15 minutes to go on this one. 15 and a half, that would be Hartung. 11 seconds back. You can see him just thrusting out of the first chicane here at Le Mans. Tyler Hammond, 30 seconds back. He is solid inside the top 5. He's had a good race. Theodore coming around as well. Crownover just ran his fastest lap of the race, 4:01:13. To get a little bit more confident in his car. It's tough when you can barely see. He'll come around. He'll complete his 18th lap. 19 underway. Big Art keeping everybody at bay. How about it? Crownover again, maxing out the fast lap for 4:01:09. Everything's sliding out, folks. You know, 4:14 his last lap. An hour and a half, a long dang old time to be on this racetrack. But you know what? Maximize the input. Oh, Caffrey having an issue. His right front is locked up. Oh, no. Hartung will make the pass. Here's what happened. Locks him up. Oh. What's up, Churchy? Thank you for running the driver camp tonight, my good friend. Sparks are flying. And it's a long way to pit road for Caffrey. Mick is hurting right now. He's got to use that wall to turn. Well, at least he can turn right. Just can't turn left. Well, he can kind of turn left. He's so close. He's so close. Tyler Hammond will make the pass here on Caffrey. In short swing. There's the 10th place car, Jerry Culver, coming back to pit road. And Caffrey, I'm sorry, that's Jerry Culver. Yeah, Jerry Culver coming to pit road. Caffrey trying to come to pit road here. Both drivers trying to do what they can. Tyler Hammond will go to 4th. Caffrey having a late issue. No bueno. He can still have a top 5 night. He's just got to be able to turn into his pit stall. He's going to be able to. I think he's got rights fine. It's the left-handers that are the hard part. Jerry Culver back to pit lane. Caffrey can get his fast repair. Go ahead and put a set of tires on it. Might as well. Big Arts. David Steiner, 29 seconds the gap. Colby Hartung in 3rd. 11 and a half minutes to go, folks. Theodore just ran his fastest lap of the race. He's going to hold on to fifth now as Caffrey tries to make it work. Crownover. There's about 1.6K to Jerry Culver. K is in kilometers. Jerry is on pit road. Hopefully he's good to go. See Churchy coming off pit road. Come on, Churchy. Churchy will gain that one spot. Wesley Straight, 40 minutes, almost has a brand new car. And Jerry Culver back out there. Churchy rolling. Michael Caffrey out of the race, it looks as such. That's unfortunate. So unfortunate. But Pat Green will take over seventh. That puts Anthony Crownover in sixth. Pat Green, 26 seconds back. Right behind Anthony Crownover, though, or right in front of Anthony Crownover, is Jerry Culver. Into the corner, giving each other a little extra room. He's going to be breaking into that first chicane. Crownover should have the advantage on the inside. Will be able to turn in. He's going to be fine. Jerry working. And the drive off of Crownover in the Ferrari. Doing well. Acura on board. There it is. Big Arch, 30 seconds to gap. It's under 10 minutes to go. David Steiner in pitted on lap 9. Hartung 13.8 back. The beginning of this race was thrilling. Everybody close and racing hard. And over the course of the hour and 21 minutes that we've been going, it has just been, once Nathan Bigard took over the lead, it's been all Nathan. David Steiner was able to hold him off for a little bit, but he came to pit road a little earlier. Had a 2-second gap, almost a 2-second gap over Nathan. Once clean air happened, the 01, it's not looking back. Holy goodness. Where are they at next week? That's what we got to look. Oh. Mm-hmm. All right. Zandvoort. March 31st. And then we're going to Dino Ferrari Imola on April 7th. Road America on April 14th. We'll have a bye week on the 21st. And then we'll be at Monza, then Sebring, Panorama, and then Spa. We're over halfway through this season. We got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 races left. Joe, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. How you doing? Mr. Flack. Pat Green still on the lead lap. He is the last driver on the lead lap. Stryker, first driver, a lap down. Brian Rayburn just ran his fastest lap of the race of 4:08.67. Those are little wins, folks. That'd be a little win for me. Jerry Culver, 5:28.34 his last time in. Michael Caffrey out of the race. Churchy trying to get a little bit more time. I don't think Churchy out of the race. It's showing at least. Here's Strickland. He sits in 8th. Churchy did get that one spot, I think. Oh, Steiner off the racing surface. He's gonna have to hold on. Hartong's, he's coming. Hartong might have a battle for third here. David Steiner with an off track. Hard into the braking zone, locked him up. Turn that thing sideways. That's a quick way to lose a lot of time. Now 5.5 the gap. Kobe Hartong was 13 seconds back. Now has a shot at second. It is so difficult. Well, one, it's difficult to make out the cars, but it's also difficult for the drivers. Quite often you'll see them get heavier into the braking areas. When I was watching the 24 Hours at Daytona, there's lights on that track, but even when you're in the unlit areas, it becomes difficult for the drivers to sometimes get stopped at some of those sections. So crazy. Steiner 4:08.03 his last time. Hartong 3:59.99. 3:59.97 as it would be this time by. 3:59.77, not 97, 77. But Rayburn 4:08.67. Let's see if he can top that. Tyler Hammond had an off track as well. He's solid though. He's got time between he and Theodore. Around over 40 seconds, the difference between he and Theodore here for 6th. Gronover started 4th, but a lap 1 issue made his day a little bit harder. But he's learned a lot, that's for sure. 4 minutes to go in this hour-and-a-half Crown Jewel race. Well, thank you to Chopp'N It Up Podcast once again. Chop Shop Racing, Admin Box, Ball Status, B&B Music, Stay Tuned Sports, Dub Farms, Thompson Racing, and all the partners and affiliates. PRS Setups, Richard Murtaugh Driving Academy, and then I'm missing one. It was just on the tip of my brain. Words are hard. Speedy Trophies. That's who it is. Speedy Trophies. All those are sponsors of Chop Shop, and you should check them all out. You can join the Chop Shop Racing Discord and get involved in this series. 7 races left. There's a lot of good tracks on the circuit still, and there's going to be a lot of racing left to go. And your shot to get out there and try to find your speed. So far, Big Art has 8 wins on this series. Steiner has 3. And Nathan has a massive, massive lead in the points. 93 over David Steiner. 159 over third place, which is Anthony Crownover. His GT3 series is continued to pick up. Kobe Hartong doing well off. Still looking for that first win of this series. Big Art and Steiner have just been lights out. The only 2 winners in this series through the first 12 races. So everybody should get the opportunity to get out there and show up and show out. Thank you, Budgie. Appreciate you for the chop. Make sure you check out all of our sponsors. Muscarella Motorsports, Chop Shop Racing, of course. Kigo the Lunatic, Thompson Racing, and then, of course, and always, Cedar Carpets. We appreciate them all, and we appreciate everything they've been able to do. We're 2 minutes to go. This will be your white flag lap for Nathan Bigart. Everybody's going to have to run one more, as it would be. Everybody held on. Big Art coming to pit road. He's got a big enough lead that he can come to pit road. He might be able to come to pit road and actually leave pit road with no issue. Yeah. Maybe a fast repair. Maybe the car was jacked up. Maybe he needed a splash. He might have needed a fast repair there. So David Steiner, 40 seconds the gap. He comes around. He's going to take his white flag as well. And Big Art up through the corners. David Steiner, 11 and a half. Trying to get more out of it. Big Art on the final lap. We'll see Kobe Hartung closing into the distance as well. There's Stryker. Steiner's been able to pull away from Hartung, but Hartung's been right there. His lap time's very consistent, so top three night nonetheless. Caffrey had those early issues. Mick just couldn't get it back to pit road fast enough. And for whatever reason, the car decided he was going to give him a whole bunch more. Up through the chicane for Nathan Big Art. For the final time. First of the two chicanes in the Hyundais. David Steiner with an eye shot there. He gets into that chicane himself. And the high-speed section showing up for these drivers. Second part of the chicane is going to be the left-hander you're going to see coming up. Elevation change there. Downhill to an uphill, back to a downhill. A lot of speed for the left-hander. Kobe Hartung in third. Tyler Hammond's going to be in fourth. Theodore up to fifth. Anthony Cronover sits in sixth. Pat Green in seventh. Michael Strickland, first driver again off the lead lap. Rayburn, 140 back from him in the Porsche. For his first race in, he's doing well. 10.8. The gap. And Steiner tries to push. You see Steiner off of the distance. And Kobe Hartung trying to close in as well, 7.5 seconds. Down into the Indianapolis turns. The Arenage. It's going to be the right-hander coming up. Down into the Porsche and Corvette curves to the next section. Able to run 23 laps on this big giant course. And Big Art enter the Porsche curves, now to the Corvette curves, hits the wall. And coming up for the final time, 10.1 the gap, 10.2. But nonetheless, Big Art will come around. He'll be able to coast. There is pit road entry. And he'll win the crown jewel for his 9th win on the season. Nathan Big Art gets it done. A lot of gravel on the racing surface there. David Steiner will come home second. Kobe Hartung pushes up and out. David Steiner runs his fastest lap of the race, 3:57.18. The last time by, he was pushing hard. Kobe Hartung will finish third. Tyler Hammond coming around, still completing. We got a lot of time still left for these drivers. Everybody doing themselves some justice. Hammond to Theodore, 38 seconds separate those two. Tyler Hammond. Tyler comes home fourth. Theodore's going to be fifth, it looks like. 38 seconds between he and Anthony Crownover. That'll be a comfortable finish. A top 5 for him. Ryan, what'd you say? Everyone spun except Nate. Well, he did punt Jerry with netcode. Laughing, not laughing. He sent it in on Jerry and punted him with netcode, forced him to come to pit road. Jerry had a good battle going on with Stryker. Anthony Crownover coming around still. Pat Green still completing the race. Jerry Culver still out, getting in through the Corvette S's. There's Pat Green. Anthony Crownover across the line. He's going to finish 6th. Rebounds from that bad start he had before. But Jerry Culver getting his first race in here. And the old Acura. Looking good. Looking good. Jerry will come home 10th. Had a chance at a top 8. But Pat Green will finish 7th. And that will be all that she wrote. Pat Green through the gravel himself. Here's your race results. Thank you, folks, for tuning in for this one. Bigart gets the victory here. Steiner's going to be second. Hartung third. Hammond, Seidel, Crownover, Green, Strickland, Rayburn, Culver, Caffrey, Church, and Wesley Strait. The 13 drivers that started this one. It's a long crown jewel. The lights are pretty. Everything's hard to see. Man, oh man. It's all good, Anthony. It was a good race. Everybody, I can't say enough how awesome the racing can be, right? It's a good race. There's nothing wrong with it. Let's talk to Nate, who gets the victory here as it comes to fruition. 9 wins on one of the longest tracks you're going to run and one of the hardest tracks you're going to run as well. Walk me through it. Congratulations. Nobody had the pace for you.
Yeah, it's a tough one, man. Tough track. Tough setup in the car. I didn't do any practice this week. I should have, because when I got in this thing, it was a handful. Luckily, I got a tip, in practice about putting some more wing in it, because this thing, the rear end really wanted to come around a lot. But then I put a little more rear wing in, and it definitely made the car not want to turn in like Porsche curves and stuff, and paid the penalty for that late in the race. It just trying to push hard and get a fastest lap, and it just killed the wall. But all in all, a great race. The guys came out here. Dave was really fast. I think it was strategy that really killed him tonight. And then it was just, after that, it's tough with such a big lead, to stay in it. And was just able to pull away and get big enough lead to where it didn't hurt to luckily have that fast repair, and got the damage fixed real quick and was still able to pull away. But it was fun battling in the beginning, man. It was a great time. We both, we didn't qualify. We started in the back. working our way through traffic, coming up through, and then just keep passing each other with the draft. That's the big thing about this track. It's hard to get away, like, because the guy behind always has the advantage with that draft. Even if they lose you in a section, they can, go back a full second, and by the end of the straightaway, they got 3/4 of that made up. So it's a fun track in that sense, where you're never really out of it until you fall way back. And then even then, with all the slowdowns, I got quite a few of those tonight. It's a tough track for those. They don't just go away quick. You got to really give up the time. But I had fun, man. I really love Le Mans, especially this setting that we had. Late night, sun going down. It's a beautiful track. It's a beautiful scenery. Really fun to drive, even after it's dark. Really fun to drive track. A lot of grip. So just had a great night. I had fun.
I tell you what, it's hard to see you guys out there. That's for sure. Even with the headlights, if I didn't have telemetry, I wouldn't know who I was looking at.
Yeah, I'm sure. There's not a lot of lights around this track, that's for sure.
It's almost realistic, but it's still a simulator. We need to get a better night light box, and I think we'll be good. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It was an hour and a half of Le Mans, and I will tell you that for those who call the 24-hour race, that's up to you. I like 24 hours of Daytona. There's a lot more action, a lot more smaller course. At 24 hours of Le Mans, I couldn't even imagine taking a circuit here. You guys had about 45 minutes of fuel, it seemed like. Was that pretty much on par, or did you try to save anything in the middle of all that?
No, that's about what I had, was 45 minutes. Gonna cut it right down the middle, basically. Was able to save a little bit and run an extra lap and not have to put quite as much in it. And I think that helped me shorten up my stop a bit. But yeah, it was just one stop race. The amount of fuel you had to take was enough to where you could take a nice fresh set of tires and not lose any time. So that was nice. We usually don't get that in this series with the hour races. With the amount of fuel we take, it's just a little splash and dash. And usually Dave's real good at taking 2 a lot of weeks, and it helps him a lot. But I always tend to forget that. But today I was able to just take 4, not worry about it, and go hard the whole way. I did have an incident at one point with Jerry coming around, and I was just trying to have some fun racing with him, and it seemed like we got side by side, and it was just a big net code. That's how it felt to me. I went back and looked at it, and that's definitely what it looks like. It just sent him flying.
Yeah, we went and looked at it, and was it Ryan was out there? He said that everyone spun out except for Nate, and I said, yeah, but he did netcode Jerry into the wall. So,
yeah, definitely did that.
It sent him and I know that you're trying to have you're trying to have fun, you're trying to race, and and that's a spot that you need to get around, and it's just like even the pass seemed aggressive for Jerry, like to get into that corner. And then when I saw the net code and I saw how hard it pushed Jerry, I was like, well, that's a little bit like that seems to me like a flop in the NBA.
Yeah, it definitely. There's something very strange there.
It was weird.
Because, like you said,
Jerry's fault. It wasn't your fault.
No, absolutely not. I was just worried about. I mean, I know I had a lead, but it was like if you get behind him after that corner, you're stuck there for a while. You're not gonna pass until you're going into the last chicane if you want to send it in there. But even then, you might have to follow all the way through to the start finish line and try to make a pass there. So and you can lose a lot of time or gain a lot of time in that section. So I was trying to get ahead of him before that, but also just having fun racing. And man, yeah, just a huge net code. Like I couldn't believe how fast it threw him out my left side window. And I even talked, in the sim. I was like, I don't know what happened there. It seemed like net code because nothing else would send a car flying like that.
Oh yeah, no, it was net code.
Yeah, but I still want to apologize. Obviously, there ain't nothing that I wanted to happen.
No. It was, what is it, lap 13? Is this it?
Yeah.
No.
It was my lap 18.
So yeah, hold on. It was this first issue. There it is. No, that's 17. I'm trying to find it. Is this Jerry? Oh, let's find you.
Yeah, I was on my lap 18.
Hold on. Let's get rid of some stuff so everybody can see what's going on. This was lap 19. There it is. Lap 18. We're just gonna speed up here, folks. We're gonna see when he's trying to make the pass on Jerry here. And we'll go far chase because it's coming up. Yeah, because I mean he's got a battle with Stryker here, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna catch him. This is gonna be interesting to see. You know, maybe your pass on him, you get up to Stryker, and it's a chance for him to battle it out with Stryker. And then nope. Like it was almost egregious. All right, here comes the flop from the iRacing flop right here, folks. Quarter speed. Yeah, you can tell that you're setting him up to turn into the next, not this corner, but the straightaway into the next corner. You're all the way out.
Straightaway.
You're all the way out. And then hold on. We're gonna go. I have it set up right. There it is. All right, here it is, folks. Good speed, setting him up. I'm like, oh, he's gonna shoot to the inside, and then, bam. Yep. And now we're gonna back up here. Hold on. Let's go to the chase view. iRacing did Culver dirty. Yeah, he's braking. He's trying to give you the corner, like, and then boom. And bye, Jerry.
And flying. It felt horrible after.
The cones didn't even break. That's how bad the net code was. Hey, yeah. You know. And he drives away. Waddle, waddle. No, man. You know, I mean, that was unintentional by any stretch of the imagination. And
he's driving the Acura. Nice.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I don't even have cameras for the Acura.
Yeah. It was great to see him out there. It's awesome.
I had to go make them. Crazy. All right, brother. Apparently there's just issues all over the place. Wi-Fi going down in places. All kinds of things happening. Like things are getting crazy. All right, brother. Give your shout outs. We'll talk to David. You got your ninth win. Crown Jewel race. We'll have some fun next week as well.
Yeah, just give a shout out to Signature Esports. You guys, Jason, doing a broadcast. Chop Shop themselves, the league, all the admins, all the drivers tonight. Everyone coming out, having a fun time. I know Caffrey had an incident early. He was having some fun up there with us at the start. Steiner was real fast tonight. Shout out to him. I know Colby, Tyler had a great night. Anthony came out, had some fun with us in the Discord. Theo had a great run tonight. Just everyone for showing up. Also, you know, Church giving an effort. Jerry coming out. Ray Byrne, Stryker, Wesley. Everyone just having a fun night. I appreciate everybody coming out here, running these tracks, running these races with us. The sponsor of the series, Chopp'N It Up. And all the fans out there watching, everyone that supports you and your broadcasting, and everyone that supports us here at Chop Shop, all the fans. Mom, #1 fan. Love you.
All right, brother. We'll see you tomorrow. That's big night tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you at Homestead.
That is Nathan coming home in Victory Lane. P2 tonight. David Steiner coming home with a, you know, it's a good night. Net positive. Led some laps. You were fast. You were there. Nate had to come get his car fixed. You had a 10-second shot. And, I mean, that was only one lap to go, though. It's a big track, but 10 seconds is tough to make up. P2 tonight, man.
Yeah, it was good fun. I enjoyed the first part of it was good. Good race. Good first stint. Yeah, the first couple of laps it was really good fun. Everyone's there, just sort of. I think we went 3 wide into one of the chicanes at some point. Yeah, it was good. Really enjoyed it. It's good driving by all the fellas.
This is a big track, tough track. tough to pass everywhere, unless there's netcode. Nate, Jerry. I have to give him a little bit of razz for that. But you chose to get
Yeah, right. It even happens when the guys are within the continental US and things are closer and latency's lower, and
it still
happens.
Stop blaming the Aussies, okay? It's not the Aussies' fault.
Not always.
No.
But we've typically got about 300 milliseconds over here, Caffrey and I. Yeah, but it happens. It still happens.
And you still whip up on these guys. That's what's funny. Yeah. See, they have a lot more latency, and they're still beating you. Yeah, and they'll race you side by side and be just as clean as they can be. So, no, I mean, netcode's going to happen. That's just it's part of internet racing, no matter where you're at. We could host this on. It'd be a lot worse if we hosted it all on Australian servers, because you guys would be great.
Yeah, everyone else would be at 300 milliseconds, and I get you. But it's something that if I was to make a suggestion to iRacing, I would say switch the error of bias threshold to a situation that we don't appear to see ever, right? And that is that two cars get close, they actually pass inside each other, and there's no contact. Do you know what I mean? Rather than have the phantom contact, which is often sometimes 1.5 feet, 2 feet away, but we don't see that margin of error inverted and in its inverse application, and cars that should have had contact don't. But at least then they get to go on with the race, and you got less to complain about, really.
I agree.
That'd be my feedback for them.
That's oh no, I completely agree. That's been one of the biggest feedbacks that I've been able to try to generate with iRacing, because there should be an instance here. If you could do it coming out of pit road, you can do it on the racetrack.
Yeah, right. Yep.
So I think that's you can ghost a car for a moment. I mean, I've watched cars flip up and down on the racetrack, land in my lap, and be able to drive away from me. But the moment I get close to somebody that's in Texas and I live in Missouri, that's it's game over. So, but hey, you know what? The race was the race, and you chose to come to pit road a little bit earlier, trying something different, just trying a different strategy. You went a little bit longer on your pit stop.
It was never going to be a winning strategy. That's what I thought. I thought that it would, perhaps the intent was for it to be 70% tanks. So I ran with it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Ran with the 70%, and look, after that, I just had a full tank. The tank was sloshing, and I was still came out of the pits with a full tank, and I was in the red on fuel by 10 seconds.
Oh, man.
So that whole stint was saving. It wasn't a winner, not a winning strategy. But the first bit was good. That was the fun part.
Oh yeah.
And then the shame about Mick, he was. I think his eyes rolled back as he was getting closer and closer, and he just lost his concentration a bit. But he would have got me. He would have got me at the end.
He was having a great race. I love seeing you guys, even though you're teammates. You get a chance to battle around each other. It happened early in the race, and it was starting to close in there. I hate to see it for him too, And he was so close to make it to the pit road with and I mean, he had to use the walls to turn. Was
that heavy? Was it?
Oh, it was. Like his right front was locked up. And so he could turn right, but he couldn't turn left. So, he had to.
It wasn't an ambi turner.
No,
right?
it was. That's right. That's right. He was stuck in a rock and hard spot there, and literally the rock is what kept him from. And it probably gave him a penalty as well. Even though he took his fast repair, got his tires, and it probably gave him a penalty, and that's no good. I'm looking now actually to see what the incident count would have been for that. Oh yeah. 12. He'd have been fine.
Yeah, total 12 in the end.
Yeah, he'd have been fine. May have just been.
Yeah, he'd have been fine.
Yeah, he'd have been fine. Other than that, it's all good. Hey, It's a good race, David. Always a pleasure to get a chance to talk to you. Always a pleasure to get to see you get out there and race and put on a good show. Everyone out here deserves all the kudos in the world because of just, I mean, you guys put on a good show. You all as drivers because of this. It's incredible to see.
It is. It's a good league. It's Tuesday mornings, Monday nights is a good fun race. It always is, and it's good to see. It's good to see the guys post like some of the qualifying times there. I didn't qualify. Nate didn't qualify. We sort of figured we'd start back a bit further, and I was just watching the other fellas go around. Colby puts in a good lap, then Anthony Cronover puts in a flat 4 minutes and 4 minutes point 2, I think it was. So they're good laps. So those guys are really doing well, and Tyler was super fast today. Best lap in the sub 4 minutes. So yeah, it's great. The guys are doing well. The guys are getting better all the time, learning, getting faster. That's what it's all about.
That's what makes sense. This helps everywhere. And I enjoyed the series. So it may not be everybody's cup of tea, but it is mine. I enjoy. I would love to see IMSA style as well, but these GT3 cars are a ton of fun to watch, man.
Yeah, it's indeed. They're good fun.
All right, David, give shout outs, man. Get a P2 tonight, and we'll move on to next week.
Yeah, why not to Nate? As usual, Nate's if you make a mistake, you're not going to beat Nate. We know that. He can hop in at it. Nate could hop in a Southeast Asian tuk-tuk and get going in a race like this, and he'd still be difficult to beat. So, no, you got to do it right when Nate's in the race. So he was good. Well done, Nate. Fastest lap, 56.3. That's good. Colby was coming at the end there. That was really good as well. Thanks to everyone. Thanks again for turning up. Good field. Pat just made it. Well done, Pat. Thanks to everyone for turning up. Good race. Thanks to yourself. Signature Esports. Always a great broadcast. This one should be good. The first bit of it anyway, Put that on later and watch the race. And the Chopp'N It Up podcast. Thanks as always to the Chop Shot team again for all the work they do, putting the leagues together, maintaining the leagues, everything. It's great. It's good fun Tuesday mornings. Enjoy it.
I appreciate it, David. Yeah, I mean, this one was fun. It was fun throughout. About every half an hour, I have to take a vocal break so that way I can refresh and reset and then go back at it and just let the race play out because, you have to. And that's what I've learned with these races. If I'm looking for something, it's not going to be there. If I just let the race come to me, something shows up. Kind of the way it goes. All right, David. We'll see you next week, man.
Yeah, we'll do. Might see you on Saturday as well. Yeah. Oh, what is it for Saturday my time?
Oh,
Friday night.
No. Cup is off this week.
Is it? Okay.
Yep. So So we'll see you next week. Enjoy your week.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, you too. See you later.
That's David Steiner. He is celebrating Tuesday. And last but not least, we'll talk to Colby Hartung. Had a shot at the end. Saw you turn it on it. Early on, straightaways were your thing. Man, you were tough to pass, and you finished third tonight.
Oh man, just making that car as wide as possible. Didn't have the greatest setup in the thing. Felt like I was driving on ice, so I could only hang on to it for so long. But yeah, I mean, it was an okay car. It kept me up front. It wasn't a winning car, but it did the job.
I think what Nate was talking about the most was just how the wing is set up on this car, right? And everything that you need on the Mustang is all downforce related, and you would think that the straightaways were going to give you that big aero advantage, but because there's such long straightaways, and every one of these cars wrap out at 173, 174, everybody was in your draft there.
Yeah. My setup was definitely aggressive on the wing, which I'm pretty sure everyone else's was too, which is why you saw a lot of people losing it in like fast corners like Indianapolis and the Porsche curves. Yeah, it was really tough to keep it on the track. It just felt like you had to tiptoe it and couldn't get all the way on the gas without sliding it.
Yeah, we watch people lock up the brakes and pull Tokyo drift moments, and and the sand traps on every one of those corners, they're tough to get out of as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure Church got stuck in one. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw over there. Uh, I only got a little peek of it, but he either wedged or got him stuck in the trap. But sucks for him.
Yeah, but it's a long race, you know. When you guys go for I didn't even get to ask the other two. When you go from daylight to nighttime, when you're driving, you know, sunset skies, you can still see a lot of the racetrack, and then you're driving by headlights. What's the difference there? Because for a moment there, the lap times they tanked on everybody, and then all of a sudden everybody's all right. We're good now. We'll figure this one out.
Well, the thing about this track is that other than the front stretch, there's no lights at all. And the only reason that I was able to keep it on track is because I've done like 3 or 4 24-hour races here. You cannot see a thing past those headlights, but your headlights aren't enough for how dark it is. I mean, if you don't know the track, every corner is a blind corner. You know, when it got dark there.
It'd have been a blind corner for me, that's for sure. No, this one seemed like it was how do I put it? It was a calm hour and a half, but it was a good start.
Oh yeah, it probably looked a lot more peaceful watching it from outside the cars than inside the cars. We were struggling for grip, every single one of us. I know Wes lost it a bunch of times and gave up.
It's one of those.
Uh,
That's a tough love situation with the track.
Oh yeah, it's just you got to put a lot of wing in it, and if you don't, you're gonna get swallowed up on the streets.
Well,
And it makes for some tough corners.
So Trading Paints was having issues. Were you running the
Yeah.
Crown Royal? You and everybody.
Me, Wes, and Pat came out with brand new paint schemes, and
They showed up.
them
I got 'em.
Trading Paints. Oh, they did. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, they showed up. I'm just making because it worked for me. So Trading Paints would look fine for me. Other than I'm not sure if Rayburn or Jerry or Church's paint schemes loaded in correctly because they Church's camo paint scheme was normally what I see, and I didn't see that at all.
Yeah. Yeah, Trading Paints didn't work for anyone I was in the chat with.
Yeah, so
But yeah, that's cool that it showed up because Wes was bummed that he made like 100 paint schemes over the weekend and all that for Trading Paints not to work.
yeah, no, they showed up. Yours is purple and gold. His is red and gold, and Wes was. I'm sorry, Pat's was red and gold. Wes is white. Yeah.
A little less confusing than the other color schemes.
Yeah. Everything else was the same. Yeah, these ones look good. Yep, they looked good.
Oh, yeah,
There goes
good.
Wes.
That's good.
Oy. There he goes.
Oh yeah, Wes had a bunch of moments.
To the first. Ouch. That's when he lost his bumper.
I feel bad because he was really looking forward to the track because he was really good during the endurance races here, and it's just we're used to running DTPs here because that's usually what we run,
Right.
and these things do not drive like GTPs.
No.
I'd almost say the GTPs here drive easier.
They have a lot more centrifugal grip, right? These cars they depend on horsepower and splitter setup more and the wing more so than anything else.
I mean the Porschekers and the fast right-hander going on the Mulsanne, it'll catch you out if you do it if you step a little bit off the line.
It's a track that changes, and I tell you what, the cars never look more real early in the race. I'm telling you, I love iRacing, but man, their skybox sucks. It just I can't wait for it to get the graphical package update and we really get into the meat and potatoes of what we'd like to see here. But
I mean, they made some good progress this last update with graphics,
with the tracks,
with the lighting.
With the lighting the timing is correct. The skybox is still wrong. Like the timing's
Oh.
great, but the actual box that holds in the skylight that every video game has it, folks. If you want to know how the sun comes up and goes down in a video game, it's called a skybox.
Skybox.
The reflections that happen with the skybox and the just everything else, it's wrong still. It makes what I do like 10 times tougher.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way. From my point of view, it looks great.
Yeah, no. When I'm looking and I'm trying to make out the numbers on the side of your car and looking at telemetry just to make sure
that would make sense.
If I didn't have any telemetry up, I would not have known who was on the car until like mid corner when I saw the number on the side of the car.
Yeah, I could see that with the glare and everything.
Yep.
The sunset. That's fun. We didn't get much of it in this race, but it is blinding if you get it in the wrong corner.
Yep. But yeah, the cloud cover makes these cars look good. Gonna take some screenshots. That's gonna happen. Colby, you got a P3, man. Good to get the 1.5 hour race out of the way and off to the races next week. You're still looking for that win.
Yeah, I was trying to get it last week, but this week didn't really have a shot at it. But we'll see at whatever the heck is next week.
Oh, I had it up. I forgot to even mention it again. Hold on.
Oh, we got Algarve. I don't even know if I have that track.
Oh, is it Zandvoort? Zandvoort, yeah.
Oh, it is Zandvoort. I might have Zandvoort.
I think it's Zandvoort.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it is. It's Zandvoort. Zandvoort. Another German track. I think that's what it is.
I think it's in the Netherlands. That's Max Verstappen. That's I know that because Max Verstappen's
Dutch
Grand Prix. Yep.
The Dutch track from North Holland, Netherlands. Yep, it's a Dutch track.
Dutch. Sure. I know it a little bit from the F1 game, so.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it. I've called a couple of races there. We have Imola, which I've not called a racer. I own the track. I've driven there. Road America. That's Road America.
Oh, yeah.
We got Monza. Sebring's going to be the next crown jewel. Mount Panorama. That's going to be fun. And then,
Sebring might be the one. Me and Nate were running similar times during the Sebring 12.
Good deal. Good deal. And that's a whole different ball of wax. And then we go to Spa after that. I expect everybody to go off track at Spa.
Yeah, I like Spa. Spa's a fun track.
It is.
Plus in the rain.
It is until turn 1.
Oh, really? Well, yeah. I guess that's a calamity corner.
Yeah. That's if we don't see somebody go off track or take somebody out on that one, it'll be. I mean, good, but at the same time, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
Give shout outs, man. You get a P3 finish. It was a good night.
Sir, shout out to Nate for winning the race. He was fast. No one could really touch him. Also shout out to David and Caffrey for making a fun battle. We had a four-way battle for the lead at the front there. That was really fun. Shout out to Tyler Hammond. He made a run at me. We had a good jockey there. I wish he didn't have some screw ups so we could have had more of a battle, but he was quick too. I give him his shout out for that. But yeah, thank you for broadcasting this every week, and shout out to Riker and John for putting on the lead. That's all I got.
All right, brother. We'll see you tomorrow night. You're battling for a championship as well.
Oh yeah, Homestead.
Yeah,
ripping the wall.
Yeah, Homestead Miami Speedway, and then you got a twofer. You got to get one this week, and you got to be good this week, and you got to be good next week.
Handle my inner Kyle Larson here.
Yep. You know what? He did a hell of a job this week.
Oh yeah.
I know he's my driver, but And I told Jess, if we don't pick them, we're dumb. For fantasy picks, yeah. All right, my man.
Oh yeah.
We'll chat at you later. Be good, man.
Yes, sir.
That's Kobe Hartung coming on P number 3. And Nate gets the win. Biggest mover of the race, furthest back, David Steiner. He is your hard charger. Even though Nate was up 5 as well, David started a position point behind him and was able to move 5 spots as well. Tyler up 4. Colby started second. He finishes in third. And then Theodore off 2 from the start of the race, but still good time. Definitely got to see these drivers. I know that they want to sit back and not qualify, but they should qualify. They really should. Go out their times, go out there and run. Let these drivers see what they should be doing. And if they get beat by a qualified time by another driver, that's cool. I think that's my biggest thing is I hate being sandbagged. You know what I mean? But it's really cool that they want to start behind some drivers. But you know, a track like this, you're going to they started behind 5 drivers that are able to make qualifying. A lot of the other drivers just head off track. So, you know, got to give yourself more of a chance. But I still think it's cool that they're trying it. I don't think they're starting far enough back. No, they're good. Nate gets his 9th win on the season here in the GT3 series. This one was a long one, folks. Turned into it. We try to make sure the interviews go a long way, and we try to make sure that these drivers, you know, they deserve all the credit in the world. They're a lot better at this than most drivers give anybody credit for. And when it comes to racing, sim racing is as accurate as it can be, and there's a lot of talent behind all these wheels. So, this is just one of many leagues. So think about that. So get out there and join iRacing. Chop Racing, back into the books. We'll see each and every one of you tomorrow night for some championship racing. And I'm going to go get some rest. I got to work in the morning. And Cody has school in the morning if she's feeling up to it. But outside of that, it'll be a good time. Be good, be safe. Kind of one other most important factor of life. Much love to you. Make sure you just be good, be safe, be kind. Be kind. Be kind, be kind, be kind. That is important, folks. You know, kindness goes a long way. It really does. I don't have a fact for the day or a we'll make it up with 2 tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Like, follow, subscribe. Help us continue to grow. We appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.